knife watch. Today I've got the Casio beside BEM-SL100D. This is a stainless steel watch that you can't find everywhere, and there's a lot of mystery around this little guy and its brothers and sisters. Let's get into 5 things you didn't know about this beautiful, gorgeous little watch. The first thing that you didn't know about this Casio beside BEM is that you didn't know about it. This is a watch that many reviewers are surprised to see, as well as enthusiasts. It is a watch that was released in the Middle East, actually, by Casio. And it's something that is extremely hard to find. I mean, you have to scour eBay, take a risk, a shot in the dark, just to get a chance at finding one of these. So if you have one of these, you know what I'm talking about. It wasn't easy. You had to kind of set up your alerts on eBay, or just do some hunting, read some forums. You have to dive deep into Google search to find one of these. And my goodness, is it worth it? Let's get into the second thing you didn't know about the BEM Casio SL100D in blue. So the second thing you didn't know is this is by far the most expensive looking Casio on the market, period, bar none. This is it. Okay, they've got this in this beautiful stainless steel brushing bezel that is just ridiculously good looking. There is a polish to so many of these bevels around the bezel that are just ridiculous. And it really adds a certain level of class. I'll get it on wrist here so you can see what I mean by expensive looking. Yeah, is this corporate or what? I mean, it obviously has that Audemars Piguet look to it. It's definitely got some cues from a couple of Patek Philippe's, or maybe even a Hublot, right? Who knows? But it just has that vibe, right? And it's because it's got that brushed flat bezel. But let me tell you something. It's not just there. Look at the markers here. They are really finely polished. There's definitely a magic to the applied indices here. The hands are really chromed out and beautiful. I really admire this watch. It looks good. And the third thing you didn't know about this watch is that it looks like you have a marble countertop on your wrist. Yes, it looks like marble inside that watch. So I'm going to take this off, make sure I get this in the light for you guys so you can really tell what I'm saying and really slow it down here. And if you look online at pictures of this, you'll know what I mean. Okay, so you can get a good look of it there. And I'll leave it there for a second and give you some of these dimensions, right? So it's mineral crystal. It's not sapphire. This is something that when it first came out was around 60, 70 bucks. And again, it was only available in the United Arab Emirates or the Middle East. And now it's just a mystery. This was not released for the American market, but gotta tell you, everybody who has one of these absolutely loves this thing. It's Quartz Movement, okay? So don't get your things in a twist. It's 40 millimeters wide in the diameter, and it's about 52 lug to lug, because I'm going to count this bracelet here. This is not going to be a strap monster for you, okay? This is a proprietary bracelet. You're not going to be able to switch this out too easily. But let's get into the fourth thing you didn't know about this watch. This is the thinnest watch I've ever seen. In my collection. This is by far my thinnest watch. I mean, let's do some size comparisons here so you can tell what I mean by thin, okay? Let's get a watch everybody's familiar with, the Tudor Black Bay 58. Does that look like a monster next to it, or what? It's like 2 of those. It's like 2 Casios in one. Let's get another dive watch. Obviously, I shouldn't compare it to a dive watch, but just for fun, Baltic Aquascaf. Again, okay, much thicker. Let's compare it to a dressier watch. Do I have? Guys, I don't have that many dress watches. You know I don't have too many dress watches, but let's get I'll get an actually thin watch for the size and for the scale. This is the Laurier Falcon, okay? Maybe it's more fair if I do it like this so you can really tell what I mean. Okay, guys, it's thin. Obviously, it's quartz. It can be thin. It's not like you're getting extra points there. But again, it adds to that expensive look of this watch. This is a whopping 7.1 millimeters thick, okay? I mean, that is just crazy. And for those of you who do want to hunt it down and find it, I definitely understand. You're actually going, I'll read the name for you. It's the Casio BEM-SL100D, okay? Here is the case back. Who doesn't love looking at the case back, right? All right, I'll tell you a little bit about the bracelet in a second. I want you to enjoy all the facets of this. Okay, so it's a Casio BEM-SL100D, and they also have a 3A, a 5A, a 2A, because these come in fact number 4, different colors. You've got blue, you've got green, which is very elusive. You've got brown, and let me tell you, I want to get the whole 4-pack. I'm still hunting these down, so I'll keep you guys updated on the progress here. Speaking of the bracelet, it is a little jangly, right? But on wrist, it is extremely comfortable. I mean, it is so lightweight. I think the weight here is about 118 grams. And so it's just, this is an everyday watch. This is a watch you could wear to an interview. This is actually a dress watch. It doesn't say Quartz on it, which I just love. I just love the fact it doesn't say Quartz on it, right? So I'm going with my theme of the Mercy watch I just recently reviewed. Quartz, but nobody needs to know, okay? This is not a Casio that you're gonna see on a lot of people's wrists walking around. At one point, they actually sold this at Walmart. Can you believe that? But let's get into the last thing that you didn't know about the Casio beside, other than its low water resistance of 30 millimeters. Okay, this is not a do everything watch, but I gotta tell you, this really to me is the most beautiful dial in my collection. I know that's weird to say. You know, I've got watches that are much more expensive and much more elusive, but to me, this is probably my best looking watch, just in terms of the fact that it's got this unique marble looking face to it. It's got a brand name like Casio. Casio, in terms of branding for watches, it doesn't get much better than Casio. You're kind of in this elite class next to Rolex with Casio. It's underrated. You're talking about all price points. You're talking about the company that makes G-Shocks. You're talking about the company with the most reliable branding. Nobody sends their Casios back to the factory because they're messed up. That's literally never happened. Casios are perfect when you get them. And it doesn't matter what price you pay, you're going to get that value back, okay? So this is to me, just one of my favorite watches. I have to get all the colors. I have to. And I think collecting the whole set would be extremely difficult, but it'd be a nice little lifelong venture there. And I'm just really impressed with it. Look at the brushed and polished contrast here on this bracelet and how it continues into the life of the watch. I'm going to do some wrist rolls here and just give you, a couple seconds to check that out. What else can I say? Guys, I mean, like, this is one of the reviews that I love to do. It's so easy to talk about how remarkable this piece is. I've worn this watch a bunch. It looks brand new, like I've never worn it, straight out of the box. Listen, it's not $1 million watch, but I would not sell it. That's crazy. I don't know what else to say. It's left me speechless. Can you believe that? That might be the 6th thing you didn't know about this watch. It actually left me speechless. I can't believe that I get to wear such a beautiful, gorgeous watch. And I actually had to get this from Amazon. I ordered it from France, guys, okay? And I live in California. So to tell you that I went a few lengths to find this watch, it's very gratifying. It's worth the hunt. If you want something, go after it, go get it. That applies for life too, right? Obviously, and not to get cheesy, but you can find what you want. You can achieve and get what you want. It's only for the people that have the courage to do it, even though it seems impossible. I wish I could switch out some bracelets here and give you a different look. Take a look at the crown real quick. It's not signed, but it's got this nice little edge to it. All right, so you will get some grip on there. It's quartz, guys. It's nothing wild. Has a wind. You know how Casio does. Smooth, works great. No reason to wind it. It's a quartz movement. Should be pretty easy to replace on that case back. And the packaging wasn't fantastic, but it was okay. Obviously, I think I got it brand new, but the person who had it, I don't think was taking great care of the packaging. So for anybody who's interested in the movement, I don't know too many people who are interested in quartz movements, but this is actually the SR616SW, just to be precise for you guys. Since this is elusive, I wanted to give you as many details as I possibly could. Hope you've been taking some notes. There's no lume on this watch, and I realized that I have not been giving you guys any lume shots, and some people like those. So I'll do a little bit of action here. Boom, boom, bam. And as you can see, there's a little bit on the hand there, and that's pretty much it. Okay, so not a lume monster, don't worry about that. That's not what this watch is for. All right, peace and love. Hope you enjoyed this extremely rare but affordable piece from Casio. If you can find one, you gotta catch them all. Peace and love, take care, like and subscribe, hit the notification bell, and peace and love. Knife Watch out.